Okay, so here's the situation we're in. I went to pick my quilt back. Like I went in knowing, I was like, well, I'll just go for Kona because it's what we have at cheapest. And then we had a $5 yard sale today. And so I was like, cool, I'll find something on there. That'll be a cute little printed back. But because these are holiday colors, none of our holiday was on sale because that's all brand new. So I went back to the Konas and was like, well, we have a lot of red on the front, so I'll go for a green. I kept trying a bunch of different greens and I ended up with, so here's a little quilt top that I carried with me. Today was busy, so I'm lucky I even got a quilt back today. And then I went with this green, which is leprechaun green, which is the exact same green that I have a ton of yarn of, but because I want to get this done, I went ahead and just bought a yard and a half. So I have even more leprechaun green now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this all situated, find my thread, and I do have to piece batting together because I figure that'll be quick and easy. This quilt's super small. I'm going to press my quilt back. Nope, no kittens on the table. So I'm going to iron out my quilt back, get everything all situated, and then we're going to quilt this thing so that we can get it done. I don't know if I have leprechaun green thread, so maybe if I have red, maybe I'll top stitch my binding in red. Or white. We'll see. I don't know. All these festive opportunities. So quilt top is good to go. I'm going to go probably hang that. So I'm going to go iron, and then you'll be back for some batting Frankensteining. So I've got a big space bag of batting scraps. So now we're going to start pulling things out and see what we can make fit. So the batting is pieced to a level that is content for me. It's got a few holes, but when I spray baste it, that'll catch and be good to go. So for the plan for the rest of today is I'm going to take this to my parents because that's where the spray baste is, do a wall spray baste again, and then get it ready for quilting because I'm determined to finish this before I leave for Texas, which is just 3 days away now. Okay, so you saw that I got my spray basting done in a very indoors, I didn't want to do it outside kind of way. But now I've got to get my walking foot on now that I'm back home and hope for the best with my walking foot cooperating because it hasn't cooperated the last couple times. And so I'm a little worried that if my walking foot doesn't work, I'm going to have to use a regular foot, which isn't the end of the world. I think it'll be okay for this little stitch in the ditch kind of thing. But what I'm thinking for thread, because I'm going to do Aurifil because that's what I have a lot of, is I've got red, which I was thinking, I've got red, which I was thinking of for the bobbin. So then on the back, it's a green back with red quilting on there. And then I thought I had white, like a bigger spool of white. I might have to look in one more spot, but I think like this is how much white I have. I think it'll make it, especially since I'm doing basic quilting. I'm not doing anything fancy, so I'm gonna hope that this makes it. I might look in one more spot to see if I have off-white somewhere, but I do also have, this is gray. I think that'll be obvious. So I'm gonna do those stitch in the ditch like I said I was going to, and then we'll come back when the quilting's all done. Got my binding, got my quilt top done, my quilting done, not just the top, so it's all quilted through. Got a wardrobe change because it's 11:17 right now, so it's getting ready for bedtime after I finish this binding. So I've decided what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach it like normal, and then for the top stitching, I think I'm gonna do it in red on both sides. So then it'll be a nice green binding with a little red top stitching. So that just means I have to be extra careful when I go top stitch because I gotta make sure that I don't go off the edge. So wish me luck, and let's put some binding on. All right, quick little Disappearing 4 patch recap. I think this will be one of my new go-to I need a quick baby quilt projects. All I needed was 2 charm packs and cut them up, sew them together, cut them up, sew them together, and then it's done. I think it'll be super cute to try it with kind of like how I had the solid and a print. If I had a print charm pack that had rainbow colors in it, and then like a rainbow Kona pack where it was more variety than just one solid color, then I think that'd be really cute to kind of shuffle up those colors a little bit and add some variety to there. So totally recommend this pattern to anyone that's interested in trying it. I'd also like to try it with a 10 square instead of a 5 to see how that looks different. And if I need to tweak anything, measurements at all or that kind of thing, so then it can be a bigger quilt or do it with more charm squares. I don't know. I think there's so many options and opportunities to figure out different ways to do this quilt block that it's totally worth it. So that said, let's look at some pictures of this quilt.